Last month, President Dr. Idi Mnangagwa pardoned over 4,000 prisoners across Zimbabwe, giving the condemned a second chance to become productive and responsible citizens. But just a few days later, some are already back in court, facing charges like unlawful entry and theft.
The latest is Privilege Mapfumo, 32, was arrested for 4 counts of robbery and unlawful entry involving cash amounting to $10,000. Mapfumo appeared before the Harare Regional Magistrate Marewanazo Gofa, who remanded him in custody to July the 13th.
Last night, ZTN Prime spoke to rehabilitation specialist Takemore Mazuruse to hear what could be leading offenders to commit crimes soon after their release. We asked him what he thinks is contributing to this.
It's very true that inmates are committing crimes a day or a few weeks after pardon. And this is a very sad development because oftentimes we assume that when a person has served time, they should come back as better members of society. They've been rehabilitated, they've learned their lessons. But I think more needs to be done in terms of reintegrating them into society. What we have seen is that from our findings, most of these inmates will be living on the streets, maybe because members of their families have not accepted them as equal members of society. And because of that anomaly, they end up living on the streets, they have no fallback plan, they have nowhere to start from, and they end up committing crimes as a way of getting by. They need to survive, so they end up committing crimes. So I think before we release, before we pardon, we need to think beyond the pardon. How are they going to survive? How are they going to eke a living? And members of society also need to be educated more in terms of the importance of rehabilitation and reintegrating these inmates as equal members of the community.
We also asked Takemore if enough is being done to reintegrate these pardoned criminals back into society.
So to keep against the continued committing of crimes by inmates, I think it's important that we have a proper, reintegration plan in terms of making sure that after they're pardoned or after they're released from prison, they're able to actually eke a living on their own. Let's talk of livelihoods projects that can help them sustain themselves and take care of themselves. And beyond livelihoods, even shelter accommodation is a very important aspect of sustenance. So it's very important that we also factor issues to do with accommodation.
I must put my hands up and first of all, let me apologize. I actually just said now rehabilitate, these pardoned criminals. No, they're pardoned citizens. And I think I also made a mistake there because at the end of the day, they're coming out of prison. We need to accept them. They're supposed to be rehabilitated. We need to accept them back in the societies and our homes. And you heard Takemore there about some of the problems that they do face. And of course, society's attitude towards them could be one of those problems. And so for that, I apologize. What we need is we need to understand that a lot of them just want to go home to their families. They want to become part of the fabric of our society. Yes, you are going to get those who basically can't stay out of prison. They actually like it. They're used to it. It's their home. You are going to get those who are just generally criminals. It's just the way life is. But I think of the 4,000, I just can't see the majority of them being completely criminals and going back to prison. I think it is a small bunch. However, we have to, as a society, try and rehabilitate them better. We have to learn from what we've done and the mistakes we've made this time and times before.
Indeed, and I think everybody deserves a second chance. There would be, in most cases, that element of stigma where they are somewhat ostracized by certain aspects of the society. But I think it's time to rethink how we look at these rehabilitated individuals and try and see how we can empower them and incorporate them into society.
Yeah.